A lot of Latinos, they are wondering why black people are not helping them. They're looking as if, they think black people turned their backs on them. No, they're tired. They're tired of being used and abused by your other groups. Every time they help someone or a group, once you get that help, you're going to turn your backs. So why should they keep helping you?
So we have a discourse going on between, I think majority like Mexicans and the black community. And I just have to say to my Mexican people who are asking why the black people are not like protesting with us or whatever. Why? Why would they? 92% of their women voted for Kamala. 80% of their community of men voted for Kamala. 60% of Latinos voted for Kamala. And I believe the majority were women and the majority were Mexican. But that number is crazy, considering that Hispanics and Latinos are becoming the fastest growing minority. Like, we are going to be the majority soon. And it's crazy for me to think that number was so fucking low. And now you're asking where the black community is when they're the ones who tried to avoid this. Hello? They tried to avoid this. We all tried to tell you guys. Even within my own community, I'm talking to you guys because I did the work. And I know other Latinas who did the work. We were on calls every fucking week. We were writing postcards. We were making phone calls. And you guys were probably nowhere in sight, my Latino community. And now you're begging the black community to come help us, to come save us. No! I think it's time we learn to save ourselves and let the black community rest. Because my God, have they not done enough fucking work. So, yeah. Where were we during the George Floyd protests? Or the Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland? When their community was getting killed, where the fuck were we? Because I do not remember seeing any Latin people out there. Now, maybe there was one or two of y'all. I don't remember seeing any Mexicans out there. So why should they put their time, their energy, all of this into helping a group of people who didn't give a shit about them when they needed our help? Think about that. Also, where the hell are all you Latinos for Trump at? Because I see a lot of you guys crying on here that you regret your decision. He lied to us. He used us. Where the fuck are you? Are you out there protesting? Because you motherfuckers are really the ones who need to be out there. You guys. And all your fucking regrets for voting for him with your dumbasses. So before you guys start wondering where the black people are, wonder where the fucking Latinos for Trump are. Where the fuck are they? That should be the question we're asking.
For the Latinos for Trump, I just want to remind you that there's been a lot of people who are citizens who have been stopped. Puerto Ricans who we are actually automatic U.S. citizens because Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States of America. And I myself, I'm a Puerto Rican, and I have this with me. And here I have all my documentation that proves that I am a U.S. citizen, that I am who I am. And never did I think in my entire life, and I'm 35 years old, that I would have to make it a priority on the daily to make sure that I always have with me my documentation. Not because it's important to have your documentation, but because there's a chance that if I don't, I'm going to be treated like garbage, I'm going to be detained, and something bad could happen to me. Just because I have an accent, just because I speak Spanish. So Latinos for Trump, if you think you're safe, you're not. You're not the exception. Let me explain something very clear to you. Pay attention. Come over here, close to me. To them, legal status does have a color, does have a race. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember those words. You're not the exception. Okay? To them, if you look Latino, if you speak Spanish, if you look foreign, if you look like you're not white, because you're not white, you are a criminal in their eyes. You are an immigrant. You are undocumented until proven otherwise. And in most cases, they don't even bother to check, even if you tell them that you have documentation. They don't even bother to check. And even sometimes when they check, they won't stop. They'll still take you to give you a hard time. Because it was never about being a citizen or a resident or holding a green card. It's about the fact that they want to make America white, completely white. And you guys think you're the exception. You are not. But at this point, I'm not trying to warn you, because we warned you while he was running for president. Now we're just going to take care of ourselves and our loved ones, and you're going to learn the hard way with FAFO what we meant. Okay? Good talk.
Latinos been in black communities for 60 years, and you're still not united. So obviously, you will never unite with black people. And you can't. It's impossible, because your culture is anti-black. The only way Latinos can ever unite with black people or come together, you will have to change your whole culture and build a new one without the racism. As long as your culture is anti-black, you will always be racist. And the same thing goes for Indians.
Do you know what I love about black and brown people? Well, there's a lot, but one of the things I love is that even though we come from completely different places, historically our paths cross all the time. And throughout history, we have found ways to lean on each other. Whether it's Mexico opening its borders to allow slaves to escape and become free, or whether it's Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X inspiring the Chicano movement. Our paths are so interlinked. It's such a beautiful stand of resistance that I can't help but always appreciate our unity. Although throughout history, we have had our conflicts, we always seem to inspire and help one another succeed in this world that seems to try to always bring us down. Now, I've been reading a lot about Mexican American history because of everything going on with immigration and the Trump administration. I love how this book gives credit to the civil rights movement for inspiring the Chicano movement. This is what it says. The Black Civil Rights Crusade left a powerful legacy. Almost every aspect of American life was impacted, in one way or another. One of the most meaningful consequences of the Second Reconstruction was the stimulus it provided for other people of color to stand up for their rights. These included Mexicanos, who now initiated their own movement of self-awareness. So to my Mexicanos, don't forget that throughout history, we have relied on each other. And one of the most beautiful things that we can do is continue to unite and resist against oppression. Happy Black History Month.
I think there's some confusion here, and it needs to be cleared up and cleared up quick, because the African American community has always stood in solidarity with the Latino community. We've always done it, and we proved that. At least 92% of us proved that on November 5th, that we stood in solidarity. We have nothing against the people that are being deported, that are being rounded up like cattle, the children that are being thrown in these camps, people that are being shipped off everywhere. We are not applauding that. That's not really funny to us. Who we're mad at are the motherfuckers who had the opportunity to save their own people, and they felt superior to their own people. And that was other Latinos. That's who we're mad at. That's who we're upset at. We tried to be the voice for those who could not vote. We were their voice. We were. But their own people were not. They bowed down to the orange god, Donald Trump. We didn't. So to say that the African American community is not standing behind the Latino community, we always have. We did our part. What more do you want us to do? You want us to go out there and protest? It's not going to do us any good at this point. We attempted to do our part. And again, we still are. We still are. We, again, have nothing against the Latino community. Again, I'm married to one. I damn sure don't. And I damn sure ain't going to drink Cokes anymore. But to say that we're not standing in solidarity, it's an injustice to us. It's a slap in our face. And we don't deserve that. We don't. We have never turned our backs on the Latino community, and we never would. That's not who we are as a people. We've always been sympathetic and empathetic people, no matter what comes our way, and no matter how cruel people have been to us. So don't do that to us. Now run along. Toodaloo.
As an oldest sibling, I can confirm the reason why everybody wants to bring black people into everything is because we are the leaders. We are the oldest. We've been on this earth the longest. So everybody's looking to us for guidance.